In episode 9, I was travelling down the west coast of Yorke Peninsula, finishing the day at the Innis National Park. Today, it is Good Friday, and it is our intention to move on to Warooka, Yorketown, and towards the east coast at Edithburgh. Good morning, it's Good Friday, the 19th of April, 2019, I believe. So I'll leave the spot that I was camped at last night, just on the side of the road. Interesting day, but I arrived, jumped into the, set up the generator, jumped into the caravan, got everything all happening. Time for a well-earned coffee. Yeah, right. There was coffee from one end of the cupboard to the other. It was amazing. And anyway, that was a clean up. And then we found that Foxtel's decided it doesn't want to work anymore. So I had a look and the power plug had come out. I fixed all that up. It's all there, but again, there's no signal. Swap the HDMI cables over, still not getting anything. As it turns out this morning, I'm not getting anything from anywhere. The supposedly the satellite is found. I put the I actually pulled the dish down last night and then I put it back up again this morning because it was fairly windy last night. And it seems as though it's finding it, but for some reason or other, no picture, even from the vast box coming through to the TV. I actually got some stuff recorded on the vast box, and that's playing back fine. So I know that at least there is a connection between there and there. So it's got to be somewhere in the satellite system, one would think. Anyway, stuff it. Worry about that tonight. Today, I have no idea where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm figured I better move out of that paddock. I've been there since 5 o'clock or thereabouts last night, and it's just after 9:30 now. It's 25 to 10. So we will just drift on and see what the day brings. Happy Easter, everyone. There's a fair bit of traffic going the other way, heading back towards Marion Bay this morning. Maybe they're heading down to the park for the day or something like that, who knows. Meanwhile, I'm being an absolute pain in the arse to everybody because I've dropped my speeds from 80 kilometres now back to 70 at the moment. Just all part of my conservation move at the moment, try and get the budget back in the balance. Well, we drove right around Warooka when we went to Corny Point, and it appears as though we've got to go through it to go to our next destination anyway, so we're probably now about probably 10 or 15 kilometres from there, maybe not that far. It's a bit hard down this end of the world to tell, everything's so close together. Anyway, that's where we're heading, Warooka. Oh, the road to Corny Point, that's the way we kept going last time. No, we didn't, because we were already up at Corny Point, weren't we? Yeah, anyway. Left to Corny Point, right to Warooka. We've been to Corny Point, so we ain't going there again. Well, we got all the traffic going to the coast coming behind us, so coming against us. Three to Warooka. So this is Warooka. Cafe's open. Okay, this is Warooka. Let's take a look around. You look at some of these buildings. And you wonder whether they've been built in the style of the old buildings, rather than being old stone buildings. Let's see, here's the cemetery right in the middle of town. Well, I suppose in its day it was on the edge of town because of the last street. Okay, this is the main highway again. There's a heap of people coming through. That's the way we're going out, but the other way. Service there in half an hour. Bottle shop right there on the corner. Warooka is in fact a junction, really. Foodworks, Marine and Hardware, Post Office. Caravan and camping grounds are down this way. That wasn't quite where I wanted to come, but that's the oval. Caravan and camping area is in town. I don't know what it costs. So essentially Warooka is not a big town. I've got to wonder whether the fuel houses are open this morning anyway. Not that I'm looking for fuel, but one just wonders these things. Okay, the Uraboo Cafe. Homemade pies. That was a chunky steak, very nice, very juicy. Yep, that was good. And a cup of coffee I've got as well. It's 10:41. There we go. Apparently free camping for caravans and things for the weekend. I reckon they get 60 or 70 people, or 60 or 70 caravans in for the weekend, and it is all good. Markets everywhere apparently. Now the lady behind the counter, she and her husband own that little land at Corny Point where all those campers were yesterday, and apparently it's $5 a night. Well, we just might go in and just set up here and just do a bit of utilise their land anyway, and do a bit of social media stuff before we wander on out of town. Just might do that. I've done a catch up with social media. It's 12:30 and I just had a quick look down the other end. There's a few caravans and things there at the moment, but I just feel uncomfortable about camping up with other people when I'm using a generator. So I've decided to move on, even if only for half an hour or something like that. Find somewhere where I can camp up and hopefully, and then just sit back. Try and sort out this television problem I got at the moment. See if we can't find out why the dish isn't talking to the modules. Meanwhile, I've got to find out which way to Yorktown from here. I think it's straight down the main street somehow. Yorktown, straight on. Oh, welcome to Yorktown. Now, according to me, Yorktown is a fair way away, according to the map. But we're here. Okay, batteries changed on the audio, and away we go again. Building with a roof full of solar panels. A lot of people have done it. Okay, Marie's Delights are open. Melville Hotel. Yorktown Bakery, bakehouse, more than just a bakery. Murdoch Motors. So there's been a couple of old buildings that have been rebirthed. There's our hotel on the right again. It seems as though Yorktown is, it's got a crossroads, and everything's either on the main road or along either of the crossroads. There's a couple of lovely old houses along here. Well, they look lovely on the outside, what they're like on the inside, of course. The beauty of it is if you can get a good outer shell, they can do some work on the inside. I would have thought. This is the hospital. Uh-huh. St Paul's Lutheran Church over on the other side. So the living area is more on this side of town rather than the other side by the looks of things. There's a nursery in there. Aha! So a nice quiet little neighbourhood. Just today anyway. Quiet everywhere at the moment. Red Cross. Probably a ham operator or something or other. There's VHF radio aerials everywhere. Those gutters need a bit of work. Wow. So we've got a choice of going to Stansbury or Edithburgh. Might have to have a look at the map, I think, and see what's what. Edithburgh looks to go, I think. That was the road I was just on. These are all workshops. Yeah. Okay, Edithburgh, here we come. Well, that direction anyway. Tend to see a few of these types of fences over here. Been there for a long, long time. The thing with the Yorke Peninsula is nothing is too far from the coast. And east we head west, it doesn't take long, and you're in water. There's a wind farm to our right, which is to the south, and as with a lot of wind farms here in South Australia, it's extremely well populated with windmills. Must be at least 30 or 40 windmills over there, if not a few more. South Australia are doing the big renewable energy thing, which apparently has got them into strife once or twice. This is Edithburgh, historic port of, established in 1869. Just displaying my incredible knowledge of historical times, especially when they're written on a sign on the side of the road, makes it a lot easier. We're into a dry zone again. Bowling club, basketball court the other side. We've just gone past the oval. Where do we go? Where do we go? Okay, to the left. That'll do. Yep, pub on the corner. It's got to be this way. Let's get ourselves in the right bloody lane to start with. Might help. The jetty's popular today. So is it Edithburgh or Edithburgh? I suppose that's the question. We've got ourselves a little market happening over here for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Okay, so all the vehicles parked up on the left hand side, and that's for the boat ramp. There's the caravan park. Seeing the boat trailers stacked up and all backed up in the streets. It's like Carumba, Queensland. There's the service station open. Few shops and things open this afternoon. So the swimming pool, there is a swimming pool. Not terribly big, unless they built an ocean one as well. Edithtown, nice little place. Fishing again. I knew anything on the ocean, I suppose, is fishing when it's all boiled down, but we shall travel on. Okay, that's Edithburgh. This is Coobowie, C-O-O-B-O-W-I-E, and the causeway is a bit rough. Coobowie shop is up to the left at the caravan park. As one would expect, it's pretty well populated at Easter. And Stansbury is to the left, which is where we're supposed to be going. Eventually. Once we've had a look around here, of course. Having trouble finding a station that's likely to be broadcasting a football this afternoon. We're pulling up to Port Giles, and that'll be as grain terminals. This is Port Giles, and the grain comes out of them under the road. and out and over the jetty, out the jetty to the end. A few cars parked, people wandering out along the jetty. I wonder whether they're supposed to be, but there again. About 1.5 kilometres up the road is Wall Bay, the historic lime kiln. The jetty down there. Up on the corner, maybe. There is a walk right around the Cape York, sort of like the Bibbulmun track, I guess. So walk the York is the terminology they're using. So one's got to be careful that one doesn't park on that to start with. There we go, there's a crossing there, I'd assume. Now we rejoin the main road. And we can also go back to Yorktown if we wish, but we don't. We don't wish, that is. Stansbury 6, Port Vincent 22, Ardrossan, Port Wakefield 113. If you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you weren't that impressed, please don't hit the dislike button. Instead, tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.